Ciao! Welcome back to my channel. This is the last scene in my most recent vlog. I was about to leave for my flight. My work stress was through the roof. I was feeling sad and lonely for like the past week up until that point and was just kind of all over the place, but especially excited too. So anyways, off I went. I showed you guys my travel, my little layover feast, everything I ate. I think I slept maybe 2 hours on that flight. It was so not comfortable, and then finally landed. It was crazy how familiar everything felt. It felt like I was back in a normal place that I kind of belong. So that was an amazing feeling, but not the zombie feeling, which you just cannot avoid post-travel, at least when you're flying economy, 9 hours on a plane. Not great. So anyways, my sweet mother picked me up and off we went to Eataly for a bite to eat. It is a delicious place to go. Their food is amazing. It is very easy to park, which is not easy to find parking in Rome, so that's a plus. And it was just on the way to the centro. And as you can see, their selection is amazing for delicious food. This, in my opinion, is considered fast food that you'll see throughout Italy and other variations throughout Europe and the Mediterranean, and it's just mind-blowing to me the difference in the mindset of what makes a meal in the US versus, like, for example, here in Italy and almost all the other countries in the world, and interpret that how you want to. But it's something I would definitely like to talk about more maybe at another time, so comment below if that's something that interests you. But anyways, we made it to Centro after we stopped for a snack, checked into our little hotel Airbnb thing. It was just a few minutes away from Piazza Navona, which is one of our favorite piazzas, and it was kind of a different area for us to stay in. I've stayed in so many different areas of Centro, but never kind of this area, so it was really nice to change it up. So this is the little tour of our place. A balcony slash kind of terrace was so important for us because that's a really beautiful way to kind of enjoy Rome, is with that terrace and balcony, because the weather is just so amazing. And that is the glimpse into the first few hours of the start of my trip. Buongiorno. We have checked into the Airbnb kind of style hotel in Rome in a dazed, in a confused state, in a blech state. If any of you have ever traveled abroad, you know the first day is, at least personally, I think, quite an icky day. I don't feel tired yet. I'm on an adrenaline high of just getting here and being here. First thing we did was stop for a little snack at one of my favorite places, which is Eataly, which was on the way from the airport to downtown here in Centro, and picked up a handful of groceries for this Airbnb. And now we're gonna go out for some chill exploring. No plans, no agenda for today. I'm just trying to get acclimated and adjusted to being here. I'm just so grateful to be here. So excited to start off strong this trip and start off my journey in Italy with this beautiful time in Rome with my mom. So, andiamo. I want to start off with the disclaimer that this is not going to be the most touristy vlog with all kinds of details for your first trip to Rome. If that is something you are looking for, please comment. I have all those details from the amount of times that I have been to Rome. I've lived in Rome, come here to visit family.
We came here, Alex goes, Caroline loves this place.
This week was really just being in the centro with my mom and doing the things we love, not necessarily needing to do all the tourist things. But anyways, back to what's going on. By the time we left our hotel, it was around 2 p.m. and I was still kind of full from the little airplane breakfast and then the zucchini and potato flatbreads we had around like 10 a.m. I just was feeling kind of out of whack, but my mom was definitely hungry, so we definitely needed to stop at my favorite restaurant in all of Rome. It is so good. Keep it a secret between you and me, please, because it's so amazing that I never see it on social media posts. I never see it on any of their lists of where you need to go in Rome, but it is famous. It is so good. It is called Emma. They also own Roscioli, which is way, way, way more popular and really well known, but it is famous for specifically the Roman style pizza, which is my favorite. It's super thin and crispy and absolutely incredible, but all of their food is so good. Got a bufala, mozzarella, which is the best, and then we also got prosciutto and figs, more commonly known as prosciutto and melone, or Tuscan melon, really. And one of the reasons why I absolutely love traveling with my mom so much is we have the same taste buds for the most part, so we can split a few things, and that way we get to try more things, and it's just really fun to go out to eat with her. How was the food?
How was the food? How was the food?
At this point, it is getting close to golden hour after lunch because we took our time at lunch, and I am so tired. We are just slowly walking around. Happened to come across the Trevi Fountain, but we didn't stay long because it was absolutely chaos there, and we just kept walking, and I was definitely lying about how tired I felt to myself and my mom because she kept offering for us to go back to the hotel, but to make the night even longer, and because I was feeling a little bit kind of beaten up after that travel, we stopped for a juice at Ginger, which is a super healthy restaurant in Rome, and the juice was absolutely delicious. Then, because we were close to Spanish Steps, we went to my favorite place in all of Rome, which is Villa Borghese, and to the Pincio for the sunset, which is one of my favorite places to watch the sunset in Rome, and it was crowded and the sunset was okay but not incredible. So after that, I finally agreed to go back to the hotel and get some sleep in, and I think I got a little over 10 hours, which is an insane record for me. I've never slept that long, and it was wonderful. Good morning. Got a little 100% peanut butter. We have some strawberries, fragole, some cornetti. I slept 10 and a half hours. I feel 100% back to normal, which is wonderful. Beautiful day in Rome, gorgeous day in Rome. It's gonna be up to 90 degrees. So definitely gonna do some sweating. Outfit of the day that I've been waiting to wear here. I love it because it has pockets. It was on sale at Ever Eve. I love that store. Very cute clothes. We had breakfast. They bring us a little daily cornetto, which is a croissant, different types of fillings. Absolutely no agenda. Me being planner that I am, I already made a list of places we definitely want to go back to because they're just my favorite places of all time in Rome, but we also of course want to find some new places to add to our list. I'm just grateful to be in Rome. Alright, first stop is Piazza Navona. Mother says this is the fountain of the four rivers, and something very cool about Piazza Navona is I guess they used to flood this entire thing and have ship battles back in the day. Some fun facts about Piazza Navona: it has this beautiful church right in the center called Sant'Agnese, and in the center also is this gorgeous fountain, the one that I keep showing you guys. It is the biggest of the three fountains in Piazza Navona. The Four Rivers, like my mom had mentioned, it's by Bernini, who built it for a pope back in 1651, and the known rivers at the time were the Nile, the Gange, the Danube, I think that's how you say it, and Rio de la Plata. The other two fountains are the Fountain of Neptune and the Fontana del Moro. Piazza Navona is an oval shape because it was built upon a stadium that was built for an emperor, and he wanted to introduce Greek-style games to Rome, but the Romans did not like it, and it has changed to be many things since then. On the way out of Piazza Navona, of course, we had to stop at another church that was honestly right there in the piazza. It's just not nearly as giant and eye-catching as the bigger one, and of course, there were lots of depictions of Mary. The Italians love their Mary. Alright, so we got my favorite grapes. They only have them here in Italy. Campo de Fiori.
Peppers, they're like little pumpkin peppers.
Pumpkin peppers. We have pumpkin peppers, a beautiful arugula, not so beautiful spinach.
I might have
These figs look gorgeous. I think it's like 12:30. Went to my favorite little like grocery store where I get this iced coffee. It's kind of like a tiny, teeny, itty bitty like Whole Foods almost, called Naturasi. I think we need a little pausa already. Can you believe that? I've only been out for like 2 hours and we already need a little break. Everywhere you look, it's beautiful. Like look what's right in front of me. And the beautiful, cute little smart car. I mean, so beautiful. Got the Vespas, the bike. Mom's carrying my MML tote bag with all the fruit we got. Do you know if we're on like a special street? Because it's really pretty. No, she says no.
We're just in Rome.
We're just in Rome. My favorite part's always the ivy up the walls with like all the color.
Cool door.
Look at the cool door. We slowly made our way to get a late lunch, and we wouldn't be us if we didn't get distracted by some boutique shopping. So we made a couple stops on the way and tried on some clothes and finally made it to lunch. We have so much chicken. Mom's getting the last of the ice that's turned into water. We got arugula with pomodorini e parmigiano, and I think we're getting grilled vegetables. Healthy lunch. After lunch, we had to put the fruit in the fridge and kind of just take a second to recompose ourselves before we went back out, starting with the Pantheon. It is the oldest monument in Rome, and I promise it is so much bigger than it looks on my videos and photos. It's huge and so beautiful. And then we made a turn toward Via del Corso. If you are claustrophobic, never go on this street. It is the most packed shopping street of Rome, and I don't like Zara, but I have to show you guys the amount of stories that are in Zara. I think this has to be the biggest Zara. It's the Spanish Steps with so many people. It stresses me out so much. We're not going to stay, but this is my favorite area. So last we talked, we had lunch, which was delicious. Went back to the room for a little bit, dropped off the fruit we got at Campo de Fiori, and then we went shopping to Via del Corso, to my favorite store, which is mango. Absolutely love mango. Stopped in Rinascente, which is one of our favorite places to go. It's like kind of like a mall almost in this centro. Mom is telling me to smell this. What is it? Jasmine? Beautiful little jasmine. And then all my energy started dipping. So then we walked past the Spanish Steps, which I love so much. And then we came here, which is our favorite hotel to get an aperitivo at. One of our very favorite hotels. It's called the Russie. It's luxury hotel, but it's wonderful if you just want to enjoy the ambiance. And we're exploring the gardens, which are my favorite. So beautiful. We came here last year during brunch time, and now I think it's gelato for dinner. All right, after lots of trekking, we've made it to my favorite. Gelato in Rome is the best. Every year, multiple times a year, I've been coming here all my life. It's so good. 1950s. Spin it around. Woo! Cheers. Oh my god, the strawberry's insane. I haven't tasted. So in Italy, how you get gelato is you have to go in line and pay at the cashier and tell the cashier whether you want a small or a medium. It's the same price usually for a cone or a cup. Doesn't matter what you want. It just matters if you want a small. A small comes with 2 flavors. And then you take the ticket to the gelato bar, and then you tell them what flavors you want, and they always ask you if you want panna, which is whipped cream on top, and then you just walk out with your gelato. So I think it's honestly so much smarter to pay first for your gelato ice cream before you get it, because then immediately, like, you want to eat the ice cream immediately. You don't want to hassle with like getting your card out and paying for your ice cream. So I got fragola, which is strawberry, and coco, which is coconut and whipped cream, and Mama got cocomero, which is watermelon, and cioccolato, which is chocolate. How is it together, like chocolate and chocolate covered watermelon? Is that good?
Yeah, because the little, what looks like watermelon seeds is pieces
Oh,
of
cute.
chocolate.
Let me show. So that's like the watermelon seed, but it's actually a piece of chocolate. That's so cute. So yummy. Good morning, buongiorno. We are leaving the hotel / Airbnb thing, and we are off very late. Very slow morning, very European slow vacation. She needs to get beautiful, I need to get beautiful. It takes time. We're going to our favorite place for brunch. It's a little bit further outside of Centro. It's in, I would say, Eustachio. So we have to take a taxi because it's like an hour long walk at least. We'll walk back, but we just are hungry and kind of just want to get there. So off we went to look for a taxi. I was wrong. It's not the neighborhood called Testaccio. It's literally right below it is Ostiense. This place is called Marigold. It's owned by a married couple. He's from Sicily and she is from, I don't want to like generalize this because I know they're all very different, but like somewhere like Sweden, Norwegian, Danish. She's kind of from that area. So they came together to collaborate on this beautiful coffee shop slash restaurant. And when we got there, it was almost noon. So they were switching over from breakfast service to lunch service. So we decided just to get 2 pastries and split them and just relax, take our time, because we were definitely super hungry, because all their workers had to go back to the kitchen for about 30 minutes to taste what was going to be on the lunch menu so they could obviously explain it, but also they want to feed their workers before they start their next shift for lunch. So that was really awesome, and we had the time to just relax while all the workers were kind of in the back and just enjoy some tea and coffee and this peach pastry with vanilla bean custard. You can actually like see the flecks, and it's kind of like a brioche bread. My mom loves this one. We've ordered it 2 years in a row. And then the carrot cake, I don't know, it was calling my name. It was absolutely delicious. We chilled out for a bit and finally ordered lunch. We got the burrata with the tomatoes, the pickled red onions, and pickled grapes. We got some delicious roasted squash with a tahini sauce and kale on top. And then the more filling thing that we got was a huge thick piece of sourdough toast with ricotta, baba ganoush, and more squash. So you're gonna say like, wow, that looks like a lot of food. It's 2 vegetables that we split, like 2 little vegetable dishes, and then we split a piece of sourdough with that baba ganoush and that ricotta. So it was a beautiful vegetarian little lunch, and again, they explained I love eating with my mom because we get to try so many things, and if it was up to her, she would eat a cookie every single day, all day long, for every meal. So we had to get the rye cookie and the chocolate chip cookie. Also because we had made friends and we were so in conversation with them that we wanted to stay longer. That's what it's all about, kind of just enjoying the food, meeting people, conversations. It's my favorite. Marigold was incredible. Walking through Trastevere, we try to stop at several churches a day per my mom's request. Her patron saint is Cecilia. Is your patron saint or is it just your name?
It's my patron saint because that's my name and it's in Gaelic.
We tried to stop at that church, but it was closed, so I got to take photos instead. And we're just walking through
Can I look in the store?
Trastevere, and we're gonna stop and look in some stores. The really only vloggable things to this day was truly the food. So I know today just seems like we ate a ton of food, but we definitely just did a lot of walking. Nothing crazy though. Like I said, no agenda, just relaxing, enjoying our time. So we walked through Trastevere back to the hotel, chilled out for probably like another 2 hours. It took us like 2 hours and change to get back to the hotel. And then we had another like 2-hour walk back into Trastevere because we were meeting friends for dinner. We crossed the Tiber River once again, and there is the beautiful Vaticano, that big old church that Rome has amongst many churches. Here's another church in the Piazza Santa Maria in Trastevere. It's a very famous, popular piazza in Trastevere. Trastevere is so busy because I feel like a lot of international students study abroad, especially Americans in Trastevere. But anyways, we went to dinner. This is an antipasto that we got. One option was meatballs, fried zucchini, and then some cooked beans. And then I got cacio e pepe with my mom. We split it because that's what we do. We split our food. So this was my last little twirl before I passed it over to her. It is so delicious. Cacio e pepe, 3 ingredients: pasta, pecorino, pepe, as in pepper, and it hits the spot. This is a super famous, super artisanal gelato that we had to stop at because it is incredible. It's Orologio, which is gelato spelled backwards. I got the raspberry and the chocolate, and my mom got salted peanut butter chocolate and then like a mint basil chocolate chip one. It was so decadent, so incredible, so delicious, and it was the perfect end to a day. Buongiorno. Good morning. I am at the hotel called Six Senses. I've seen it all over Instagram. It is a new hotel here in Rome. It's from Asia. It's a wellness spa, and you would never know you're in Rome coming here. But we just had a chaotic morning at the Trevi Fountain. We're both starving, and we sometimes like to come to fancy hotels for their breakfast buffet. I know that's very strange and not very traditional, but it's just something we love to do. Just relaxing, and we're just starting the day out and at Six Senses, and I'm just very grateful and excited to be here.
This is pretty good. Mercy.
Like quality. Mom, they have peanut butter, Nutella, kiwi and lime, strawberry jam, berries jam. Famous, very famous Meritozzo. We got focaccia, another type of bread. We have, oh, these are beautiful. Cereals, granolas. We have maple syrup and honey, almond milk, oat milk, rice milk, whole milk. We have all these berries, yogurt, cheeses and meats and hard-boiled eggs. What a good find. Okay, I need to try this. Tiramisu croissant. We have the ricotta pancake with sour cherries. We have a tiramisu croissant, pistachio blueberry muffin, granola and yogurt and fruit and like 100% dark chocolate, focaccia, sun-dried tomatoes, I'm guessing that's peanut butter, walnuts, a little salad, hummus, poached egg, her granola bowl and fruit. We have strawberry jam, mixed berry jam, kiwi lime jam. We also got the Colosseum, which is melon, ginger, pear, and apple.
Delicious.
Buon appetito. Brunch at Six Senses was fantastic. The food quality in general, the quality of everything there was absolutely amazing. And I love how they claim to be, you know, so sustainable, such a wellness place, but they have a selection of food that is so well balanced in my opinion, because it's so incredibly high quality, where as long as you're getting all your micronutrients and all your macronutrients, you can have some fun things like a delicious croissant. I think diet culture, the American diet culture, has made a villain out of so many things and so many ingredients, when really the villain is not choosing high quality and not choosing to do everything correctly in moderation. So that was just a little passionate rant I wanted to share, but I loved Six Senses. A worker took us upstairs to the terrace for a sneak peek when it wasn't open, because it is a beautiful, beautiful view of Rome. Seeing Rome from above is a totally different perspective than being down on street level. So we got to see the terrace and all the herbs growing. It was absolutely fabulous and such a cool experience. This is the first urban location of Six Senses. They're testing it out in one of the most chaotic cities on one of the most chaotic streets. So hopefully if it does well, they might do more urban locations, but I think that it's kind of interesting that they chose Via del Corso to put this gorgeous, luxurious, very luxurious experience on, and it was so cool seeing it from our perspective as not guests that are staying there. And then we took Via del Corso all the way down to Piazza Venezia to a place really close to the Roman Forum. I love this little spot. It's my little secret spot for photographs and videos. It's very calm, it's never crowded, and you get such a beautiful, beautiful view of Rome, and it's just one of my favorite little places to go. And then we took this street all the way down, passing the Roman Forum to the Colosseum. I love the Colosseum. It's just a little bit out of the way, always chaotic, like super, super crazy chaotic, but I wanted to make the time to see it. I hadn't been since 2021, so it was so nice to see the beautiful Colosseum again. But oh my gosh, was it so hot. By the time we walked all the way back, we were tired. So we have lampone e pistacchio, pistachios and raspberry. We have frutta con crema, so fruit and cream. We have chocolate eclair with fresh, look at those figs, how like, seriously. We don't need this because we just made a dinner reservation, but here we go.
It's a gift.
It's a gift. That's why the man came over. He's like, it's a gift from the kitchen. Okay. That's the eclair. Looks like heaven. What does it taste like?
So chocolatey.
Oh, it's a cake. It's frosting. Lovely.
Raspberry.
Ciao! Today was a whirlwind. Raced as fast as we could to the Trevi Fountain. I think the Spanish Steps is always going to be my favorite, but I do love the Trevi Fountain. It's just hard to admire the Trevi Fountain because it's pandemonium. I've been hearing so much about Six Senses, so I wanted to check it out, and it's gorgeous. It was $45 for an all-inclusive breakfast kind of lunch experience, and so you got the buffet, you could order whatever you want on the menu, any drinks you wanted. So with being in Centro, I mean, everywhere you go here is overpriced. You're in a city, you're a tourist on vacation, things are overpriced. Just accepting that something like a $45 breakfast, if you kind of make it your breakfast and your lunch, it works out really, really well for us. So it was $45, which at first you're like, that's so expensive, but you got a coffee, which is $7 or $8, and then a juice, which is $8. You could order 2 or 3 things, which that already puts you up to $40. You can go do the buffet, which is, gosh, you know, is worth how much? And I don't know about you guys, but I love a buffet. I'm so picky. I love to choose what I want. Like in the States, that would have costed $70 at a 5-star hotel. Anyways, so we did the Six Senses, and we just not wasted time, but relaxed. It was so comfy there, and Rome is not a comfy place in my opinion. After that, we walked all the way down to the Colosseum. Sweat fest. My beautiful white dress totally stained it in so much self-tanner, so that's what prompted me to change. On the way back from the Colosseum, we stopped again at Six Senses. It was not on purpose. We were not planning to stop again at Six Senses. We were headed to another cafe that we love. We literally had to pass Six Senses on the way, and my mom and I had to go to the restroom so bad. We were soaked in sweat. We wanted a drink and just to relax, so we just said, let's go in. And I got another coffee, which I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And I'm still tired, so it didn't work. And then they usually come with really nice snacks. The biscotti came with my coffee. She had some olives and nuts and things that came with her mocktail, and then the chef was doing some surprise things, the pastry chef, so we got a little pastries to try just for fun. Came back here, we've had an hour to chill out. We were in silence. It's so funny, if you ever travel with someone, sometimes you guys just like need an hour of silence. Now it's time to go out and about, so I'm gonna let the church bells shut me up, and it's time to go to dinner. Our last supper of the week my mom and I had in Centro. We made one stop on the way because I love to show you guys as many monuments as possible. This is Castel Sant'Angelo. It is a beautiful castle on the other side of the Tiber River. All right, we're back. Emma. Yes, prosciutto e melone was our appetizer, and then we both got Roman-style pizzas. If you're sick of seeing the same things over again, I'm not sorry. I love the things that I love. I cook for a living, and so I try to be as experimental as possible in my cooking to make sure that I reach everybody's taste buds and things that they like. But when it comes to me being on vacation in Rome, I want to get the things that I want to get. Sure, some people wanted to see other types of Italian food, but that just wasn't me. And then we walked through Campo de Fiori during the night. It is so different than during the day. We just finished dinner. We walked to this hotel. My mom studied abroad here. Still very fond of it. So we're gonna check it out. And then we stopped at the Orologio and had a lovely nightcap. Yay! Success! Very good. Another very early start to the day because our checkout was at 11, so we thought we should just get up and leave our bags in the lobby and just enjoy as much of the day as we could, because today was kind of only like a 3/4 day. We were leaving Centro around like 5. So we started off at the Spanish Steps, skipped breakfast, went there as early as we could. So it was probably like 8:30. The crowds weren't insane. I mean, there was definitely people there, but it was way more breathable and just admirable to be in the Spanish Steps area. Climbed up the steps, and if you go to the left, you'll start entering into Villa Borghese, which is one of my like very, very top favorite places. We had to stop and make some friends along the way because you can't not pet those adorable little faces. And then through Villa Borghese, we went to the Huxton Hotel. My mom had heard a lot about it. It's from London. It's in this neighborhood that we don't go too often to. It's called Parioli, which is kind of a more kind of rich neighborhood of Rome. And we stopped for a wonderful breakfast. This is not traditional Italian food, but we just are breakfast people. We're morning people. We're hungry in the morning. I love a coffee. She loves a tea. We love to relax for breakfast. I don't know what to tell you. So about like 10 o'clock, we had a delicious breakfast and just relaxed at the Huxton. It was a very beautiful hotel. I don't know what it is. I guess I love the hospitality industry because I'm always just drawn to kind of be curious about hotels. We walked back through Villa Borghese to get back into the depths of Centro, but we had to stop and admire the bougainvillea because it's the most beautiful flower ever. Hopefully one day when I have a house, after having that house, I hope to just drench it in bougainvillea because that is my dream. We walked all the way through Centro, passing places we had already been. It was finally time to give Roscioli a try. It's on everybody's list, and probably for a reason, because it's incredible. Like I mentioned, Emma owns Roscioli, so I had no doubt in my mind that it wasn't going to be delicious. Unfortunately, there were no really good like vegetable style pizzas, which my mom and I both love, so we just ended up getting the margherita. I was sad there was no basil on it. Is it good?
So good. It's chewy, crunchy, too much tomato for me, but it's Italy.
And then after Roscioli, we continued walking around, took our time. I stopped for a little afternoon iced coffee at the most famous, delicious place ever, Sant'Eustachio. If you're in Rome and you love coffee, Sant'Eustachio is the most famous of all. It's the best. And then lastly, we went to a basilica that was right near Sant'Eustachio. This was the Santa Maria Sopra. Oh gosh, I'll put the name here. I can't remember at the moment, but it was a gorgeous church, and it was so unique because it had a beautiful ceiling of these blue paintings. And we walked, after admiring this basilica, back to the hotel, grabbed our bags, and we left Centro. Ciao! I just really wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I had so much fun that week with my mom. I think that was one of the most memorable weeks of my life, but I also had so much fun editing this video, going back and looking at all my memories and adding in all the little fun touches. Please leave a comment about your favorite thing about this video, maybe something that you found out because of this video, or just anything in general. After that crazy week in Centro with my mom, I went to Germany to see my best friend Hannah, so that will be an upcoming vlog. And I've been here for the past 2 weeks at my nonna's, my grandmother's, just living and having a normal life routine, just enjoying Rome as best as I can. So after that German vlog, I will have another Rome vlog to finish out the month. If you watch this and you wanted recipe video content, it's not over. I'm just taking a break from it. I will be resuming recipe video content in November. Please don't stop commenting. Also, any ideas you have of things you'd like to see in my fall and winter recipe videos, that would be so helpful. So please, if there's a dish that you would like me to make, an ingredient you would like me to use, please feel free to comment that. I am so grateful for you. You have no idea how much you mean to me, your support means to me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I hope you create a very zestful day. Ciao.